This is the WASD and Beyond podcast. Welcome back to another episode of the WASD and Beyond podcast. This is your Demon Cyborg host, Matthew. Joined with me as always is my co-host, Nick.
Tank Top Nick here, baby. What's going on, everybody?
How is everyone doing? This is a Beyond episode, so we're not really going to be talking too much about like anything gaming related.
Yeah, not happening in this episode.
No, not really. I guess with that though, let's start with how you doing, Nick? How's that little fucking chubster of yours?
Yeah, 15 fucking pounds. That's how he's doing. Just eating and shitting and pissing everywhere all day. That's all he does. That's his job right now. Eat shit and piss.
That's what they do. Yeah.
Good for him, though. Good for him. I envy that life.
Living the high life. Not having to do anything.
So before the episode, I told you that I bought the Death Stranding.
Yeah, which I don't know why you did.
I'm stoked on it, dude. I'm stoked. I'm going to see if I can fit Landon in that pod. And have my own bridge, baby.
You should not try to fit your child inside of a toy.
I will drill holes. He'll be fine.
I probably shouldn't do that.
The babies in the game are fine.
Because they're in a game. They're not, there's not a real baby. I don't know if you know this or not. It's not real. It's just images on a screen.
Okay? You haven't played the fucking game. You don't know my emotional attachment to that game. It's a fucking sad game. It's good.
It's a walking simulator. How is it good? It's just Daisy Light.
You play it for the story. Play it for the story. That's all I'm saying, man. You play it for the fucking story.
I mean, that's fair, but I'm not walking around for 30 hours for a fucking story. Just throwing that one out.
That's like 70-hour game, but it's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm not walking around for 70 hours.
Anyways, I'm gonna be attempting, by the way, to not drink starting next Monday. For a month, I'm going to go on a beer fast, which no one has confidence in me about.
Why? I have confidence in you, just why?
I want to see how much weight I lose.
Sure, I guess, but
we'll see.
I mean...
We'll see. I've been drinking like a whole jug of water every day, and that sucks.
Yes. I don't know how you're supposed to drink like 8 fucking glasses of water a day. I drink 2, and I'm like, I'm going to die. Like, this is too much water. I don't understand how people can do that.
It's one of those gallon things I'm drinking. Like the gallon jugs, that's what I'm drinking it every day, the entire thing. But it's cold, luckily, because I know people who just walk around with it and drink it.
Like Shane,
your roommate's a heathen.
Yeah, he's weird.
He's we're talking about him in this episode, actually.
Yeah, we are. One of his personalities.
Yeah, Johnny Sins. No, so I've been doing that. And I felt better though by drinking that much water. I don't get as many headaches as I normally have.
It's because your body's not dehydrated.
Yeah.
So
I'll drink like a huge ass glass of water between each beer. So I just don't even get drunk anymore. It's just
I'm gonna call bullshit on that one,
dude. I'm telling you, next time when we hang out this weekend, you'll see. Because it's my last hurrah for the month. I'm going to go sober for an entire month. The entire month of July.
Okay.
It's sober month for Nick.
Why July? Do you have 4th of July? Like, what are you supposed to do to celebrate?
One day's not a big deal. Okay, so 4th of July.
That is a big deal. Because
I'm out of the month. So 4th of July, I'm drinking. All right?
Okay.
Every other day, I'm not drinking.
Okay.
All right, cool.
All right. I mean, good for you, I guess. I don't see the point in that, but...
I don't know. I looked at myself in the mirror and I got pretty upset.
not drinking beer, which you enjoy, is not going to fix your issue. Working out and trying to maintain a healthy diet is what's going to help fix your issue.
I
Drinking beer can still be a part of that diet. Throwing that one
time
out
out.
there. These are
Time out.
your words. These are your words that you used on me.
There-
This is
It's
just back
right.
to you.
It's not incorrect, but the rate of beers I'm able to drink in a sitting is outrageous,
Well,
and I
yeah,
just
that's
don't
just
stop. That's
well,
the problem. I'll have
that,
like fucking 12 like huge ass beers. Perry's like, "Can you slow down, please?" Like, it's not happening. Not even drunk yet. I'm just buzzed. Anyways, fuck me. How's your week gone, dude?
it hasn't been too bad. It was pretty rough at the beginning of the week, but other than
Yeah,
that, it's been it's been what it is.
just
You know,
just just been another week. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, just working a lot, and that's about it. Yeah,
Hey, man. At least
I
you
got
don't have to.
nothing. I have nothing new ever going on in my life, so
There's nothing wrong with that inherently. I would say.
no, it's just boring. That's all.
Boring is so fine, dude. It's I'd rather it be boring than every fucking day somebody's knocking on my door. Hey, dude, let's go do this, and I'm like,
No, no,
no,
that is true. I do. It is nice to have like the relaxation and the comfort, just hanging out and relaxing. But I can't say I don't miss times when we're just like, hey, you want to go to fucking Philly for the weekend? Like, yeah, sure, let's fucking go. Like,
it's still possible. It's just right
it
now
is, yeah,
with everything with COVID-19.
right.
This is about to get serious, boys. With COVID-19, it's just so difficult. Like, okay, so to get a little serious, our state was in the dark green. We were the first state that was like, hey, you guys doing really good.
Not for a second.
I thought we were the first.
It was us in New York were the only states to have a 50% decline
Right.
in cases. That was
Okay. Yeah.
the dark green that you're talking about on the chart.
Yeah.
So it was us in New York. Those are the only two that
And
had
now,
any substantial like drop off in COVID cases. Everywhere else was just like a fucking madhouse.
and
Like 50
now,
plus in percent
fuck,
increases. Yeah.
it's all
Well,
back up.
yeah.
With no shit. So stay inside. Wear a mask. You're not a pussy for wearing a mask. I'm sick of seeing that online. Everyone's like, you wear a mask in public, you're just a pussy. You can get out.
It's like
Like, no,
it doesn't
put a
hurt
mask on.
you. Just wear the fucking string over your face for a couple of minutes while you're talking to someone. It's not that difficult,
No,
right?
no,
Like I will say as someone who works with one constantly, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It's not the end of the fucking world. I
no.
can't wait for me to not have to wear it anymore, but like
That ain't happening, buddy.
I am it's I will physically be okay and I will not die from wearing a mask during my shifts. Like it's not that
No,
big of a deal, you know?
no. It's whatever.
Honestly, the
Whatever.
biggest annoyance that I have from my masks is that it starts to tear apart after a little bit, and then all of a sudden you get fucking frizzies going up into your hair and into your fucking mouth every time you breathe, and then you're fucking fighting with it. You might as well just get rid of it and get on a new fucking mask. It's
Well, that
annoying.
if you're a cigarette smoker,
Oh god,
smoking a cigarette and putting the mask on,
and you're just
ugh,
getting all of that just right back up your
it's
nose. You're just
so
like,
bad.
ugh. It's like, is that what I smell like all the time?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. This is why my fucking fiance hates sleeping next to me. I
Yeah.
smell like a fucking butthole, and not even like a good clean butthole,
Mhm.
like just bad butthole.
Just bad, dirty, fucking unwashed butthole.
Badonk. I smell like badonk, and it's not
Around this
good.
time of year when it's nice and fucking musty and everything.
It's when you sit down on a fucking plastic chair in public or a wood chair and you stand up and there's a sweat mark and you're like trying to shuffle it under the table. That's what I feel cigarette smokers like myself probably smell like after you smoke. To me, I'm like, oh, this is great. This
Yeah.
smells this tastes great. I love it. Then everyone else is like, yeah, dude, can you not touch me for like a fucking half hour? Let that shit air off. And it's like, you're
Okay.
demonizing me. It's like, stop.
Now, like, since I have, for the most part, I've stopped
Slow
with
down.
smoking. Yeah, like I still have a pack, like everyone, like every other week type of deal. I'll end up smoking a pack, but for the most part, I've pretty much cut myself off of cigarettes. And whenever I do have a cigarette, like the very first time I light, I'm like, all right, it's like, how did I do this? And then I just
Yeah.
continue with it anyways because I'm stupid.
Yep. It's addictive, man. It just sucks. Hate
Yeah.
cigarettes.
This is a truth. This is a truth sponsor. No, just kidding. It's a truth sponsors podcast. Don't smoke. Don't vape.
Aren't they like? I think it's a fucking conspiracy theory of somebody's, but they're like backed by the tobacco industry or some shit like that.
I'm pretty sure that was proven. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't know. Like I don't fucking research this stuff, so I don't know.
So
But
it's kind of like
uh,
how PETA saves animals by just
and then
killing them.
killing them. Right. It's sort of. It's one of those things. Okay, so it's the big tobacco companies that understand that hey, these products are harmful and addictive, and there's no way we can get around telling you that it's not, right? We we
Yeah,
we 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 put labels on everything. We have now run marketing campaigns of the truth trying to get people to stop smoking and stop vaping because these are things that are bad for you. And then everyone now it's just like they're in the clear legally now. They
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's now on on those people to not smoke. Like they have all of the information in front of them that it's bad for you.
Smoke.
Smoke. Are you smoking
Are
yet?
you
Yeah.
smoking yet? Yeah,
It's
it's
just
it
like
sucks.
it's just on us, unfortunately.
This episode's
Which sucks.
sponsored by Truth. Um,
Don't
this is not what the episode's about, everybody. This episode, should we just get into it? Are we? Do you want
uh
to? You want to pop into? Or is there any more thing else that we got to fucking knowledge slap people with?
no, I don't think I didn't really have anything planned to talk about prior other than that whole mixer thing, but we can fucking talk
Do you
about
want to
that
talk? You
another.
want to talk about that really quick? We can. I mean,
We can. Yeah, okay, yeah. Here
let's do that.
this is fucking ridiculous. So, okay, here's your little tidbit of gaming news. Um so the streaming platform Mixer has officially declared that it is going to be shutting down.
Yeah.
And that is both a hilarious meme and something that's actually a really unfortunate situation.
Oh
There
yeah.
is, you know, everyone was talking about how the mixers shelling out these massive money to buy all of these big streamers over to their platform in hopes that it would raise and grow their community. You can't buy a community, right? Um, so in that aspect, it's kind of funny to see it fail, right? They tried to buy their way into the game and it didn't work. On the other hand, there's actually a lot of people who are partnered mixer streamers, like that is their day job, and now they're being merged with Facebook Gaming, or they're going to be just kind of out of a job and have to start over from scratch on a different platform. That really does suck, right? Like that's actually a really difficult time for other people. With that being said, you got the Kings. You got Ninja and Shroud who forced their way or who were they forced Mixer to buy them out of their contracts instead
Yeah.
of going and signing up with Facebook Gaming, who offered them apparently double what the original Mixer contract was. Double.
Facebook did.
Facebook.
I'm not shocked.
No, Facebook is literally one of the richest like companies. Like
It's a pit. It's a
yeah.
pit of money.
Um so yeah, instead of taking the contract at Facebook Gaming for what is apparently double the original Mixer contract, Shroud and Ninja forced Mixer to buy them out of their contracts. So allegedly, Ninja earned $30 million
That's
and
what I read.
Shroud earned around $10 million
It's insane.
for 8 months of being exclusive on that platform. And they get to fucking just take the money and run and go back to Twitch or YouTube or wherever and
Oh,
continue on. Like, if that's not the greatest payday, 8 months of work for $10+ million. Hello,
fuck. Fuck.
fucking hang myself, dude.
I honestly
Why
hope
not me?
to. Yeah, no, because we're not push. We don't push hard enough. I would honestly like to see them maybe go to YouTube. I've heard the YouTube streaming community for games is getting really strong. It's
Mhm.
like getting really, really strong. So that'd be quite interesting to me.
I saw a couple people talking about it and how like Shroud is probably not going to go to
I would
YouTube or something like that, but there's actually a pretty decent chance and logically speaking for like it
Ninja.
makes a lot of sense for Ninja to sign up with YouTube and start a community there on YouTube gaming. When I mean, he's got like 12 million subscribers. Like he's got one of the biggest YouTube channels that there is.
Right.
Like,
Other than PewDiePie.
right, exactly, yeah. So like that's a real big opportunity. And it just kind of helps push that momentum, and it kind of keeps pushing the envelope, which is kind of what Ninja tries to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it actually makes sense, and I could see that happening. I would be excited to see what happens with that, because Courage JD signed to YouTube, and he's apparently doing fucking great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've heard a lot of these streamers who are switching over to YouTube are doing really well. And I've heard a lot of people like encouraging new streamers, like, don't even go to Twitch. Start here. You'll
Mhm.
do fine here. It's awesome. So hopefully there's a lot of new streamers thinking about popping over to YouTube. I mean,
Right.
why not even for us to try something? I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it.
Um,
Yeah.
it is. What was I going to say? It is interesting that one thing with Facebook gaming, apparently, a lot of their like signed gamers, streamers, aren't limited exclusively to Facebook, which is
That's
weird.
not a bad gig.
Right. So you could stream like your quoted hours or whatever on Facebook, and then you would potentially, theoretically, still be able to stream overtime on, say, something like Twitch.
Where you can get straight dono and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey,
That's
I mean,
interesting.
yeah, I mean, eventually, who's to say that? Because Twitch is Amazon, so
Right.
I don't think that's ever going to get sold.
No. No.
Who's no? Who's to say that eventually here it won't be like Ninja street? Check Ninja out. He's streaming on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube right now.
Mm-hmm.
Who say that's not going to happen eventually? Where it's like someone like him is able to be like, I want to stream on all three at the same time. It's possible.
Well, see, you can already do that. The thing is that when you sign as a partnered streamer, a lot of times it says you can only stream on this site, right? If you
Gotcha.
go
Yeah.
into Streamlabs, like me or you, we could stream on like 4 different platforms at once if we just set it up correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do that. But there's the moment that you become an affiliate or a partner or whatever, and you have to sign the contracts saying like, this is what you're allowed to do, this is what you can't do. One of them is often exclusivity.
Gotcha.
Like you have to stay here.
Gotcha. Well, we'll see what happens, man.
Mhm.
Definitely this podcast will be keeping up to date with that. So
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of jobs that I can work for 8 months that get me 10 million. I'm just
there's nothing
not
unless you
blanking. Yeah,
unless we
really
push the
blanking.
podcast and we fucking push fucking your Twitch and everything and our YouTube channel coming up. That's about it. We got to keep going.
I think we're cool and we're likable guys. I don't think we're 10 million likable. I don't think we're
Motherfucker,
30
give me
million
$100,000. Give me a couple $1,000s a month.
No, I'm
Do
totally
this.
fine with that. I'll stay in my lane, like 250K. Like I'm good. Like let's go, baby. Like,
Hey, you give me some money and I'm dancing. Tell me how high you want me to fucking jump. I'm a whore for that shit. I don't want to work a physical job. Okay, I want to do this.
I was delivering pizzas a couple days ago, and one of the customers, they requested that I yodel outside the garage.
Yeah. I think you told us that story, didn't you?
I told you. I don't think I said it on the
Okay.
podcast, but I had to I yodeled to like have fun, and then at the end of it, they're like, "Yeah, here's another $10." I was like, sweet, fuck yeah! I made like a $20 tip off these guys because I yodeled. Like I'll do it all fucking day, 100 grand. I'll yodel for 8 hours straight. I don't give a fuck. I won't even take a bathroom break. Like whatever. Like let's do this.
I'll piss and shit on myself for 100 grand.
Right?
I don't give a fuck. Anyways, so that's that story. Wait, what? What? Oh, you're done.
I don't really know how we're gonna transition from where we just left off, but
our main topic today is an anime that we both love. And I am unfortunately not on season 2 because I'm a slow piece of shit and I need to get on it. But now that I've finished season 1, we can talk about this. One motherfucking Punch Man, baby.
One
punch! That theme song, dude, fucking gets my dick hard.
Spoiler alert, season 2 has a different one. It's not as rad.
No?
No. It's okay, but it's not as it's not as
I'm going to start
rad,
season 2.
sure.
We're going to be doing a follow-up when I finish season 2. Not an entire One Punch episode like this one is, but we're going to do a follow-up.
Mhm.
That theme song kicks off because it doesn't kick off the show usually, but when it hits finally, it's like, this is fucking phenomenal. This is fucking dope. Where do we start with One Punch Man?
I say we start with Johnny Sins, my roommate.
Matt's roommate Shane. Yeah, Saitama. He looks just like Saitama.
Mainly just because he's bald. That's about the only. Yeah, that's about it.
If he didn't have a goatee, he'd look like Saitama.
Yeah.
Anyways,
he is legitimately my favorite, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so like, I love the trope that like he's already the strongest person in existence.
Yeah.
Like everything's just fucking boring to him now. I love that.
He's so nonchalant about everything.
Yeah. He cares more about missing a fucking sale at shopping mall than like killing a bad guy. She's like, oh, whatever.
That's one of the, I think, to me, one of the best parts of the show is Saitama dealing with all this convoluted exposition an enemy will give him.
He just like doesn't care.
This baddie will just go on this long fucking, well, I'm this, and I'm like this because of this, and therefore I am the most powerful because of this, and I've done this and this, and Saitama's like, shit, the sale's tomorrow, and he just snaps, and just, boom, done. Like, Carnage Kabuto, boom, he just fucking thinks about the sale, and he just kills, everyone's like, what the fuck happened?
My favorite is when he is fighting the main enemy at the end of season 1, right? And like he fucking breaks his armor, and he's like, "You fool! You've broken my armor, which only withheld my truest form of power. Now all shall perish." And he's just like okay.
It's just such an animation where it's just like he's just irritated. He's like, okay. Like, let's get this over with.
I fucking love it. Like, there's explosions and shit's flying by him. He's just like, all right, cool.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. And that's like why Saitama is so just fun to watch, because he's just doing it. He wants to be a hero for fun. That's it.
Yeah.
He's just bored. Like, and his training regimen, it's like, what, 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups?
100 push-ups, I think, and then it was like a 10-mile run or 10-kilometer run, and then he never used AC or heat.
Yeah, in the winter or the fucking summer. That's right. It. And Genos is just beside himself. He's like, what?
Yeah,
like, this cannot be it.
I think he was like explaining it to one of the villains in like episode 4.
Carnage Kabuto.
Oh yeah. And everyone's just like, that's it? He's like, yeah, that's it. And they're like, no, there's no way. He's like, that's what I did.
Yeah. He's like, that's it. And like, for that to be what pushed Saitama to be Saitama,
yeah,
that's fucking ridiculous.
I love too how, like, okay, so the entire show kind of feels like just an actual, sort of like a parody on the genre, right? Instead of like it purposely tries to like stay away from like all of this, convoluted backstory, like exposition with Saitama. He's already the strongest person ever.
From out the gate, it's like, hey, exactly. This is your hero. He's this.
So I've always enjoyed that, and it's also interesting how it's also sort of like focuses more on actual like Genos's progression. Genos, I call him Genos.
That's whatever. Who cares?
It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, you're actually
you're actually watching Genos become stronger after each episode, while Saitama still is just like leagues ahead of him.
Yeah. It's just I enjoy Genos a lot. I think Genos is an awesome, I guess you'd call him a pupil to Saitama, right? That's his master, I guess. And every time he just asks Saitama for some help, he's just like, well, if you train your mind by reading these mangas, you'll get there. If you clean my apartment, you like flashes to like Saitama doing something in the streets, and Genos is just there like doing dishes.
Yeah,
it's like, the fuck do you mean? Like, there's no way you're falling for it. And he does, but for good reason. Saitama is the best of the best.
Yeah, no, Honestly, probably one of my favorite moments is when they're sparring, Genos and Saitama when they're sparring, and it's just like not an issue for Saitama whatsoever. And then he just throws out one punch and stops it short, and like half the fucking canyon is gone.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're just like, what the fuck?
He's like, come on, let's go. I'm hungry.
Yeah. And you
He's
just
like,
like look.
do you
He's
want
like,
udon? He's like, do you want udon noodles or something like that? They just go get noodles.
yeah. Oh, it's good too. The first season I definitely enjoyed more than the
That's
second
what I've
season.
heard.
But the second season was still really good as well, and it still held a good amount of the same humor of the show as well. That's one of the things too. This show is genuinely just fucking hilarious.
It's laugh out loud funny, dude.
Literally, like, been in tears how funny that show is sometimes. It's
Oh
incredible.
yeah.
So the second season is not like quite as good, but it's still up there. It's still a really good, solid second season. I was a
Gotcha.
little like I was a little upset with how the second season ended, but it's
Which we're not
kind
gonna
of
talk about.
right. It just kind of plays into the third instead of having its kind of like own standalone. Like here's
Gotcha.
the arc, and now that's finished, and then you have another thing that leads into three. It's like we kind of didn't finish the arc, and then it's just going to continue on. That's
Well, for season 2, what I'd heard is they got a new team of writers and animators.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll see it for myself. One thing I liked a lot. We're gonna probably bounce around a lot in this episode, but there's just
Oh,
a lot
constantly.
there's a lot to really unpack here. One thing I do love is the animation style and the choice they make to when Saitama's not in hero mode, to just look like this little schlub. Like, it's like just whatever, dude. But as soon as he gets in superhero mode, because that's how Saitama sees himself. That's what you're seeing is how Saitama sees himself, all serious and muscular. But
Yeah,
no, he's just
like the moment he turns on his game face, he's got that like nice angled muscular jaw,
like
and
me.
you can
Yes.
see all of his muscles popping out and like how jacked he is. And then when he's not being serious, he's just like this fucking noodle. He's like, "Hi."
Well, the way he talks, like, yes, Genos, we're gonna do this and do this. But then, like in the back of his head, he's like, how do I keep this bullshit lie going? And it's so good. That choice right there is fantastic. And to preface a lot of this started out as a web comic
Mhm.
by One. His dude, he goes by One. That's what he goes by. He goes by One.
He's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's One. And the web comic is hilarious. If you haven't read the web comic, you can find an archive of all the original ones. They're great. It's
Mhm.
great. The manga is great. I own the first book.
I would very much like to start reading the mangas.
You can
Fuck-
buy them in hardcover now, so I think I'm gonna buy a couple of them. Now that we got the webcomic thing, because I did want to kind of preface that. I
Yeah.
should have said that to begin with.
It's
No,
it's
yeah,
funny how there's seemingly a lot of like the really good comics, like comics or animes and mangas, all kind of start as like these just like fan driven like web comics.
it was
There's
one dude. One was just like, yeah, I want to make this, and he made it. And then Viz Media, or is it Fun? I don't think it's through Funimation, is it? No, it's through Viz Media.
I have
Whatever
absolutely no idea.
company, because I think it was also in Shonen Jump for a while, and I think it
Probably.
still might be. But whatever company is like, no, we want this, like this, we want this to be an anime, and I think he's very much so, got a lot of creative shit for the animes too. Like
Oh
he's
yeah.
in charge of it, I think, which is good. I'm not sure, and I know if you say one thing wrong when you're talking about anime or manga, that fan base will rip your dick off. So I'm trying not to talk out of turn here, but
That's why I just preface with I don't really know what I'm
I
talking
don't know.
about. Yeah.
I don't know. I just like the show.
I just like the show. The rest of it is kind of all up for debate. You guys, whatever you say is true.
But to get back, so yeah, pretty much the animation, I love it. But to get back to what you were saying, how it doesn't take Saitama doesn't go into this long exposition. That's not true for any of the fucking villains or
No.
other heroes.
No.
They go into this stupid amount of, and it's on purpose for the comedy aspect, and it's
Right.
great. It's fucking great because they all go into this, and they all hate Saitama. Everyone hates him for some reason. They all think he's like a cheater and like some bullshit. They want to try to beat his ass. Like all the Tank Top brothers,
Yeah.
they're like the most douchey dudes. Like, I'm Tiger Tank Top, and it's like Saitama's like, okay, Like he
Like, I
just
don't
beats the shit
care.
out of them every time. They just get their ass whomped. But
Yeah.
like every hero, especially Moomin Rider, every time he's just on his bike giving this fucking dialogue to himself about why he's a hero, and that's great. All of that
Yeah.
is great.
Right. That's why I was saying like it really feels like it's genuinely
It's a
intended to be a
parody.
parody because
Yeah.
all of these other characters are just constantly monologuing their evil, malicious plans or their super intricate backstory. And Saitama's just like, I just wanted to do it for fun. Like, like that's
Well,
it.
like the tank top twins, like they're literally they just wear tank tops.
Yeah.
That's their names, the tank top twins. Tiger, you got Tiger tank top, and there's like mask tank top, and
There's
it's
like
like
this whole line of tank top brothers and cousins throughout all of the Hero Association, all the way
it's
up to C class and shit, or
and
S
it's all
class. Sorry.
it's all they all have ridiculous names.
Yeah,
Not
it's
all of them. There's some really cool names, but like the most redundant name, and he gets called out for it, is Speed of Sound Sonic,
Speedo Sound Sonic.
and he is such a shithead. And every time I see him, I'm like, I fucking do not like you. And the first fight, when he just Saitama throws his hand up
Yeah,
and his
just like
balls just
balls, just
land,
like a little. Boop.
and he's just like, and Saitama's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do." He like stops, like, "I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that." It's just like, oh my god, like Saitama is just a great character, and
Yeah,
for all these other characters to be so annoying, and for Saitama to call that out every time, he's like, "This is boring, and you're annoying," and he's just got
20
this
words or
bratty
less.
attitude,
Yeah,
and it just works so good for his character, I think,
it
and it
really.
works that comedy aspect as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a breath of fresh air. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
I'm not like super huge into anime and stuff like that, but I've seen a couple of like the big, more popular shows,
yeah,
and even with just that, I can easily see like the direct and intentional like oppositions to those shows.
yeah. So
Um, let's see. So Genos is incredible. Honestly, I truly love him as a character. Um, Speedo Sound Sonic was
such a
cool.
pain in the dick. That guy is he? So he's in. I'm assuming he'll be in season 2.
He's in season 2, yeah, and he's made a fool again, like
Okay,
always.
because I love when he's naked and Saitama's like, did anyone see that naked guy running that way?
Like, did
Like
anyone just see him?
it's just that's it for Speed of Sound Sonic for the rest of the season. He's like, did anyone see that naked guy running that way? And it's like, that's Speed of Sound Sonic. What a dick. I hate that guy.
Yeah.
Like he's just so annoying. It's on purpose, obviously, and it's great. It's like,
Mm,
God, like, are you good or are you bad? Like, are you like a merc? Like, what is it, dude? But like, figure yourself out.
yeah.
I'm getting sick of seeing you.
Let's see. Who are some of the I'm trying to remember some of the other
Heroes?
awesome the villains. I
Oh,
really enjoyed the villains.
Deep Sea King,
Oh yeah, there's the Deep Sea King.
the Mole
There's
Men,
the who?
the Mole Men in like the first 2 episodes or the first episode.
Oh
They
yeah,
like
the
they come up and they're actually just like these little dudes are like, oh, he just
yeah.
whoops their asses like, oh shit. Um,
There's the actual meteor that comes crashing down, and
poor
Saitama's just like,
Saitama.
just
Yeah, and then it
who
splinters
punch?
off,
Yeah,
and
who
they're all like,
punches
what
a
the fuck?
meteor?
And he's like, listen, if I wouldn't have punched that meteor, it would have been way worse. You guys are
Right.
ungrateful. And everyone's just like, well, whatever. And they shit on my man so hard.
Yeah. Um.
Carnage Kabuto, obviously, which is a ridiculous villain who you think at first, obviously the show's called One Punch Man. So it's like very indicative of what's going to happen. But I'm like, oh, cool. Like Saitama's coming up against something that he might have a problem with. No, again, we talked about earlier.
Never
He was
breaks a
late.
fucking sweat. Yeah.
He was late for a sale at the supermarket. Hits him once and Carnage Kabuto booms. Yeah, the Meteor, Carnage Kabuto, the Mole Men, Deep
There's
Sea King, which I liked Deep Sea King, by the way.
yeah, I thought he was pretty cool too.
It was cool how like when he comes on the land, he shrivels up into like kind of like a man, like a
Mhm.
man. His man form starts raining. He just turns into this gnarly serpent looking thing.
Right.
It was dope.
Yeah. Um. And then there's the so I don't remember his name. There's the final like boss of the season, along with like his like little 3 henchmen or whatever.
Yeah, the guy who has the 5 heads, and then like they pick the marbles and just yeah.
Yeah, no, and my favorite though is the telekinesis guy. As
Yeah,
Saitama's going up against, and he's just like going like full overdrive mode, like just trying to crush him with gravity. He's just
yeah,
like chilling there, just like sinking through the ship, like whatever, and then just throws a rock, just
yeah.
destroys him.
That's it. I
It's
like
just,
the like when he gives the order to drop the artillery shells.
oh
I like
yeah,
the alien who's just like, I just want to go home. He's like, let's get off this planet. This is ridiculous. All the aliens on the ship are like, we're done. Can we please leave? This planet sucks.
yeah,
Like the invasion goes horribly wrong, and these aliens are just like, can we go home now?
yeah. Like
Like
please,
this
this
sucks.
is not good.
What other fucking? I'm trying to think of what other villains really stood out. I think that's pretty much all the villains for season 1. Wouldn't that be technically?
A good majority of them, I'm pretty sure. Well, no, like there's like the one from the very first episode, the very first and second episode. Like there is, what was his name, like Garbage Man or like Apocalypse Man or something like that. The guy who
Oh,
came up out of the
fucking
ground.
crap! That guy. You talking about
Um,
that dude?
who?
The fucking giant lobster man.
No, not the Lobster Man. I'm
That's
talking about
that's what
like
I was doing
the,
the stupid
yeah,
noise.
no, like the very initial one, and he was like the very first villain, who then immediately just gets destroyed. And then then there is the second guy who's like the big fucking monster dude, like massive, strongest man in the world, and like he accidentally kills his fucking
Oh
brother.
yeah, he's like, oh shit, yeah. He just
And he
like
just like
slaps his
looks, he's
brother.
like, ah,
He has like a full mental breakdown after he kills his older brother.
yeah, because like you would too.
Yeah, he
He's
just
just
fucking
like
kills him.
fucking, just dead.
Yeah, because he's a dumb big idiot.
Yeah.
He's just kid. That was yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. That was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for most of the actual like villains.
Uh, I would say Speed is sounds Sonic. And I don't think he's a villain, but I don't think he's a good guy.
He's not a good guy, so I guess in that world makes him a villain.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't
and
know.
then like a My Mask or Handsome Mask. One of like the top. I think he's an A class hero, but he should be an S class hero.
Oh yeah, the guy who's like super popular with like the
Yeah,
fan
he's also a
club and all.
singer. He's a dickhead.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that guy.
hate that character so fucking much. It's unreal because he's
Yeah.
just a dick. Like,
Um. So then I guess that kind of leads us into the whole hero association thing,
so yeah, we can go to the Hero Association and the hero classes if you like.
right? Along with some of the cool heroes.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So let's see. So it essentially is an organization that you can sign up and work your way through the ranks of becoming a hero. And you start in C class, and then there's B, A, and then S class. And S
Yeah.
class is like all of like the actual super powered beings. Like for
Yeah.
instance, what's the girl with the green hair? It was like Tornado.
It's Tornado. Yeah, it's
Okay,
Tornado.
yeah, and like she has like legitimate like fucking telekinetic powers, and it just, yeah, absolute nonsense. um so in C class there's really no one that's notable other than Moomin Rider.
Moomin Rider and Tank Top Tiger, who pops
Yeah,
up. Tank Top Tiger, which gets his ass whooped by
well, yeah,
Saitama, but
who
Saitama doesn't kill him,
doesn't?
obviously.
Yeah,
But like all like because they like try to make like they're like, oh look, he's a cheater, and it's like I hate these fucking guys. C class is just C class, lowest rank you can get. Moomin
Mhm.
Rider, who's
Moomin Rider is a
absolutely worthless.
stand-up. He is a stand-up guy who's just trying to do the right thing. He just does not have the ability to do the
He's
right
great.
thing.
He's great, but he's fucking useless.
Yeah, every time he shows up, he just gets his ass beat, and it's just someone there for Saitama to save.
The Deep Sea King episode, he's just like given this entire exposition, this huge fucking long thing. Like, I'm gonna be a hero not because popularity and just all this stupid shit. It's like Saitama just he gets his ass beat. Saitama catches him. He's just like, oh hey, it's you
Yeah.
again. Then he just fucking goes up to Sea King and kills him. Hilarious. Moomin Rider is fucking useless.
Moomin Rider is our king. Don't you dare say that.
Oh my
He's
god.
uncorruptible. Oh, speaking. Never mind. We'll get to it.
Okay, yeah.
So B class.
Which is like another like class.
Yeah. Who were some of the heroes in B class? I'm trying to remember.
Tank Top, Black Hole, which they get into a fight and Saitama grabs his hand and basically plays Mercy with him.
Yeah.
He's like, let go, let go, let go, let go. You hurt me. And he's like, really? Saitama's in B class.
Well, yeah. He is currently in B class in the show.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that he's going to be climbing his way up. I have absolutely no idea. But yeah, I know that there's a few notable ones that are brought up in season 2 because he's in B class still in season 2.
Gotcha.
So it goes a little more in depth with some of the B class. I don't think that there was too many B class in the first season.
Why don't you pull it up? I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, whatever. We'll go to the A class.
Yeah. So some of the A class heroes. So there's Tank Top Vegetarian.
I haven't seen him in the season, but that's a good one.
There's Stinger. There's I want to say it's not Flash. I think his name is Lightning or something.
It's I know what you're talking
He's
about.
He's like a knockoff Flash character.
Yeah.
Sneck,
which
who is Sneck?
The dude who's like, oh, we're rookie crushing. We're gonna rookie crush you, Saitama. It's like the little teacher dude who like meets Saitama in the park to go quote unquote rookie crush him. Yeah, and Saitama's like, oh, okay, boom.
Yeah,
he just
exactly.
Kicks his ass.
Just swats him out of there.
Yeah, he's just a dickhead.
Yeah, once again, there's the guy that we already talked about, the fucking douche canoe, Mr. Pretty Man or whatever.
A My Mask or whatever.
Yeah,
Handsome Mask. He's a pain. I do not like that character.
Yeah, I don't think that there was too many A class heroes as well that were brought up. You know, it focuses a lot on the S class heroes because that's where Genos is.
Yeah,
and where Saitama clearly belongs.
Saitama, there should be an entire class for Saitama,
right? So some of the S class heroes. Now these are where they get cool. So Genos is Demon Cyborg, which is a fucking gnarly name. Yeah, Demon Cyborg, like that's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Watchdog Man, I love him because he's just a fucking dude in a dog suit.
It's just weird. Watchdog Man is fucking. There's literally a cover of the manga where it's just Watchdog Man's face. He's just like, it's like this guy rules.
It's funny. So I don't remember if they really showcase him doing anything in season 1.
They do not.
Okay, so in season 2, you get a little like glimpse into his abilities, and you're just like, holy shit! Now I see why he's in S class. But he's just this dude in a fucking dog suit. It's the stupidest thing.
Fucking Metal Bat.
Oh yeah, Metal Bat is sweet.
Literally just a guy with a metal bat.
Just a guy with a metal bat, and he apparently becomes stronger the weaker he gets. That's about it.
Puri Prisoner, who is very problematic.
Yes,
he's a rapist. He literally, when Stinger and that other dude are in the hospital after they got their ass kicked, he come in with a syringe of sedatives.
He's a bad dude. That's why he's in prison.
Though. He's great because he goes into angel form. Against
he just gets completely naked. He just gets completely naked.
Dude, I'm surprised. I was like, oh, we're gonna see a fucking dog. No, you don't. But he goes into angel form against Sea King, and then for the 5-headed enemy in the last 2 episodes, he goes into demon form because Sea King's like, those combos you're doing, you gotta focus them to kill. He's like, I'm gonna focus to kill. It's like demon. So I was like, oh my god. Like Puri fucking rules. I loved that character. I still love that character.
He's
very problematic.
Very strange, yes. You have Silver Fang, and Silver Fang is fucking gnarly. Just like some old, super incredible martial artist dude. He also gets a little bit of time in season 2.
Oh, does he? Cool.
Yeah, he's awesome though. I really like him. You also got like Metal Knight. I think that's what his name is.
Yeah.
The dude with just a bunch of fucking like robots and cyborgs. Um, there's
Well,
another one
they
in
allude to him being a bad guy in in season 1, don't they?
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
Nothing comes of it so far.
yeah,
um,
Pig
yeah,
God, which is weird.
huh?
Pig God is another hero.
I don't remember Pig God.
I
I would
think he
have to
might be
look him up.
in the manga.
Oh, okay.
And then Zombie Man's in the fucking
I don't remember Zombie Man either.
no. Although those are S class heroes that I knew about at least.
Yeah,
But
no.
I've
There's
also
like
skimmed through the
there's
manga.
there's the little kid who has his
Like Invader Zim robot little leg things I saw.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah. There's a few more up there in S class. Oh, there's in S class there is, I think his name is just Tiger, and
Yeah.
he's like the King Tank Top brother.
I thought he was like one of the quote unquote strongest of the S class too. There's
I think he's S class rank 1.
yeah, I think he's like the top S class.
Yeah,
Which
he's
is
literally
Tiger,
like yeah, he's literally the strongest person in
and
there.
he did not go to the fight in the last. He's like, nope, not doing that. I was like, what? You mean? They're all the S class heroes are such a pain in the ass
Yeah,
because
they're
they're
all
all so vain and like they have to, like at first none of them really work together. They're just like, yeah, we're gonna take this guy out by ourselves. Fuck you, I don't need your help. And
right.
like they all figure out in the last episode, like, oh, the marbles, we gotta get the marbles, we gotta work together. It's like if you guys would have fucking chilled out and just did it, you'd be fine, you dickheads. But again, that's fucking hilarious. And
Yeah.
to keep talking about the characters just a little bit, all of their attack names, which I did not write down any of them for some reason. I wish I would have.
Oh, it's just the best. It's like video
They're
games.
oh, dude, and some of them are so self-explanatory too. Like they'll say, like, okay, Saitama, consecutive normal punches.
That's my favorite fucking move. Consecutive normal punches.
It's fucking perfect, right? Like you don't need anything crazy for that. It just works. It's
Yeah.
great. Like
I think he also has another move that's like a really strong punch or
yeah,
something.
it's something in the same vein as that, where it's like
right.
really strong punch. It's like
And he just pops.
yeah, they explode usually. Like if he's like going not even, I'd say not even 10th of
No.
force.
Yeah, he just
Done.
fucking dead.
It's so fucking funny, and he doesn't want that.
No,
That's the
he
thing.
doesn't.
He wants an enemy.
He is so overpowered that he is just bored out of his mind, wanting someone to actually challenge him in an actual fight for once.
Yes,
And yet he just fucking wails on someone and they immediately die.
well, to go back to the Hero Association, so Genos passed the physical and the written exam because you have to do that
Yeah.
a written exam with a full ride. So S class immediate, right? Saitama gets his letter and they're about to fucking see it, and he's like, "Oh, your S is bigger than mine," and he pulls it out, just a big C class because he barely fucking made it through the fucking written exam, but he aced the fucking.
He did better on
killed.
the physical test than anyone ever had on every single test.
And no one's gonna be able to beat. They're like, no one will ever beat this. It's impossible. His vertical leap, he just flies into the ceiling.
I love his little sideways jumps. He's just like,
yeah, and,
like incredibly fast. Yeah,
and all the heroes are like, "What the fuck?" That was great. Like the Hero Association is a cool concept. It's very flawed.
yes,
but it's such a cool
flawed.
concept. It is cool. It's like, oh, I get it.
And then they have all of these fucking. The Hero Association has all of these different
threat levels,
which kind of all start to feel useless because every single enemy tends to be like a fucking world-ending person.
Yeah,
know?
And they say there's 4, but there's actually 5. There's because they're like there's 4 threat levels, and there's another one, and it's like so there's 5. They literally say 4 in the series, but it's like and we got 1 more, and it's like so that's 5. You got fucking 5, not 4. Which is funny. So I guess we can go down the threat levels really quick. You have Wolf, which is any potential threat that poses a danger to an unknown degree. It's just very fucking vague. It's like the mole guys, I guess.
Just like whatever, yeah.
Tiger, which is any threat to a large number of people. Again, okay. Demon, any threat to a city and its people. Dragon, any threat to multiple cities. Like these names. And then you have God. which is a threat endangering the survival of humanity in general.
Which is essentially just extinction level.
Yeah, everyone's dead.
Yeah.
And it feels like every threat is God or dragon.
Right. Every threat is like this insane fucking mystical power being that rose from the depths of the earth and is gonna destroy humanity. And then all of a sudden, Saitama's just like, "Yeah, get out of
Yeah,
here."
the thing is with Saitama, he's so oblivious to it. He never realizes like, oh, this is gonna be terrible. Like, this is a terrible threat. He's just like, oh, hey,
Yeah.
you. Oh, damn it. Like, he's like, I'm bored. And he just goes back home and watches TV and reads manga and shit. Which I just the whole like the way they do their cities in that show, it's like how it's like one giant thing on Earth.
Mhm.
I thought that was really neat too.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see. I'm very excited to start season 2, which I'm probably gonna start this weekend. So by the next episode, we're still talking about One Punch Man. Because it's great. It's fucking great.
It's a
dude.
fantastic series. Like it's just an awesome series, and I want more. I want more.
Well, even if you're not I feel like even if you're not an anime fan, like to me, a lot of people's, not everyone's gateway anime is usually Akira, right? So I would say Akira is a huge gateway into anime for a lot of Americans. Um,
I would say more so like for our generation now, I get like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z more
yes,
often because like
nowadays, yeah,
that's what like people our age are, that's usually what we grow up seeing on TV, so that's our
yeah,
first introduction into it,
Cowboy Bebop.
Right.
If you're if you're a little more older, you stay up a little later and always catch Cowboy Bebop, which we will be eventually doing an episode on that because that is one of my favorite shows ever.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, even if you're not into anime, which I do want to backtrack in a moment, told you it's everywhere this week. I feel like there's something in One Punch Man that everybody could enjoy. It's funny. It's genuinely funny. It's all, and it's not some stupid plot. Like it is a good plot, and like there are cool backstories, and the way that Saitama just doesn't give a fuck. It plays on that comedy even more, and it's there. The animation is brilliant.
Yeah.
And there are funny little nods to other animes. Like when Puri Puri transforms the first time, it looks like Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
I was like, that's literally the animation for Sailor Moon. I was like, that's literally a Sailor Moon animation. There's a couple times where they're like doing like Kai blasts. I'm like, that's Dragon Ball Z, man. What the
Right,
fuck?
yeah.
I was like, that's literally a Kai blast. I'm like, this is ridiculous. But like, it's cool that they borrow and they do their own shit though.
Yeah.
Like every villain is. There's one point I was like, that guy looks like Piccolo. I was like, that dude looks like Piccolo.
That's the very first guy. That's the very first guy. He's fucking
he looks like
Piccolo
Piccolo.
looking motherfucker.
He looks like Piccolo. But like that's what Ben said. My roommate Ben was like, "Are you watching like a weird version of Dragon Ball Z that I've never seen?" I'm like, "No, it's One Punch Man." He's like,
That's Piccolo
okay.
though.
Yeah, he's like, that's Piccolo. But he looked at me. He's like, "Okay," and he just walks out of the room. I was like, "Damn it, no one understands." But yeah, no, for real though, I feel like anybody could really pop into One Punch Man and enjoy it.
Yeah. It's got just excellent levels of humor. The animation is just incredible. The fight scenes and how they build up all of this tension for this massive played out fights, and then just immediate like expectation subversion. It's just done. Over.
Done. It's
yeah. It's
actually you can fucking blink normally.
Right. It's literally like it makes me irritated because I just want to see Saitama in a serious fight. Like literally the ending boss fucking punched him so hard he flew and made a crater in the moon. And he's just like, whatever, all right, just
like,
gonna fucking
he
and he
comes
just jumps back and it just destroys everything.
Well, his fucking reaction to jump, he's like, "Oh, I'm back." I'm like, "What do you mean? You were just on the moon?"
Right.
And like, there's this whole like the prophecy. It might be right, Saitama. And he's like, "Okay." It's just like all Saitama wants to do is essentially what Goku wants: get home and eat. That's all he wants.
He wants someone to actually challenge him as a fighter.
Well,
like,
that is well.
Wants a good fight. That's what he wants. Like in sense of like comparing to Zuko, like he wants that good fight.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
No one is anywhere near his level to even compete.
God, and I do like all the body mods that Genos gets here and there.
Oh
like
yeah,
all of the like the combos Genos is able to do, like Incinerator Blast, and I was like, that is a cool move. Too bad it's on Saitama because it's not going to do anything.
Right. It's literally it's interesting seeing because like every time he gets a new upgrade and he gets himself fixed after getting blown up the last time, he has new and different moves every time,
He
and
looks
that's
cooler
cool
and
to
cooler
see.
each time too.
Right? Yeah, and he continues to get cooler and cooler throughout season 2.
Which I'm very, like I said, I'm very excited to talk about. And like, One Punch Man season 2 is going to leak into the next episode. I already know it's fucking going to.
Mm-hmm.
Phones off in the studio, dick.
That was my bad.
I
Thought
don't
it
care.
was on silent. It wasn't. You know?
Whatever, man. But yeah, man. No, I thoroughly enjoyed One Punch Man season 1. I'm excited to get into season 2, even though I'm going to get in season 2, and then we're going to be waiting for season 3,
Yeah.
which
That's
sucks.
why I've always been a person who like avoids watching something until like it's completely finished, and then I can just binge all the way through. I did it with
Right.
Breaking Bad. I didn't watch that until like 5 years after it was over.
Yep,
That
same.
way, it
I
was like,
waited.
okay, now I can watch everything all at once. I
Yeah.
did that with, for the most part, Game of Thrones. Like I think I came in onto like season 7,
Right,
so
yeah.
I only had to wait between season 7 and season 8, which was still stupid, but yeah, that's why I don't like watch things week to week. Like I don't want to wait a week. I want to know what happens next now.
Yeah,
Right? I
exactly.
got 4 hours to kill. I gotta watch all of this shit. Let's go.
Now let me ask you this: when it comes to One Punch Man, because I think you do this for all your anime. Do you watch it? Do you with the native language, or do you put it in? Or do you listen to it? Watch a show in English.
It actually, I I'm torn. So for One Punch Man, I do subtitles.
Okay.
100%. There's certain shows that I prefer subtitle or dubs
The dub, yeah.
over subs, but I generally usually try to at least watch it in its original form.
Okay.
It in it feels like the people that do the dubs, it's harder for them in the English in doing it in English to really like get that emotion that's like, that's like off the wall too extreme, that is anime is like kind of known for.
Known for, yeah.
Right. They always kind of like dial it down, which
Or they go way too far.
right, and it's
It's
kind
like,
of
whoa.
it's just always a little bit off. So I usually prefer the original, but I mean, there's still some that I watched that were dubs.
See, for me with One Punch Man, I've watched it in subs and dubs. I've watched a couple episodes with subs,
Hmm.
right? So, but for this series, I watched it primarily in dubs because the voice acting, the American voice actors who play these characters for the show are fantastic. Like it's awesome. They're yeah, dude. I don't know. Like
I may have to go back and watch it with dubs.
I would because you'll be like, this is great. Like it's one of those rare occasions. Not to say the voice actors who do this are terrible, because they're not. 9 times out of 10, the voice actors are fantastic for these shows. But it's great. One Punch Man with dub is fine. Like it's one of those shows where it's like, this works, and I'm glad this works. I kind of want to go back really quick. There's 2 scenes that really stuck out to me for the show. And the first one is what's that fucking Lobster Man's name? Is it just Lobster Man?
I'm trying to
The
remember. I
bad
know who
guy.
you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
That,
He's
like,
literally on the hunt for some fucking little snot-nosed brat, as he says.
with the fucking ball chin and
With the
everything.
ball- Yeah. He's like, hey, kid, you gotta get out of here. He's like, just throwing down, trying to kill this kid because he fucking called him a name. He's just
He didn't call him a name. He drew nipples on him with permanent marker, and he had claws. He's like, "How am I supposed to get this off?"
yes, that was good. And then after Saitama defeats Deep Sea King, everyone's like, all right, cool, he did it. And then this one fucking dick
Oh yeah, that one
is
guy.
just like, well, did he really do it though? Because all the other heroes kind of tired him out. Saitama's like, what?
Yeah, literally everyone in like the little gym just starts beating the shit out of that guy.
Yeah, this guy. Well, at first they're like, oh, he might be right. He's like, right, it's a heroes. Our taxpayer money. And everyone's like, shut the fuck up. They just
Right.
beat his ass. Like everybody knows somebody like that.
Yeah. Oh, there's always someone like that.
There's always somebody like that in the friend group where you're out in public, you're like, dude, I'm gonna fucking kill you. But like, it was great to see it on this show because it was just so fucking funny. It's like this guy just saved your fucking life, and you're still bitching.
I think for me there's a couple of scenes that like that always stuck with me. It's there's the sparring between Saitama and Genos
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the canyon that just always blows me away and just fucking yeah, I lose my shit every time. There's the mecha gorilla.
Yeah,
And he's got a
fucking dick.
super cool voice, and then he gets threatening, just
Like, why are
drops
you
his voice.
talking like that?
Yeah, it's like this is my regular voice. I was just trying to sound cool. Like,
He's like trying to like fucking his little antenna comes up so he could start communicating with the home base, and they're like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, nothing. It's just like that shit's so funny.
um, I love that. I love the initial introduction into Speedo Sound Sonic. God, that guy's name is fucking ridiculous.
He was like, that's a bit redundant, isn't it? He's like, shut up.
um, but no, I love that where he's like this super incredibly fast, and no one can even see him, and it's like Saitama just like literally just glances at him and just instills fear. He's like, how can he see me?
There was that one time where he's just like behind him. He's like, got
Yeah.
you. No. That's another scene I liked when the like one of the cyborg animals is like, oh shit, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And he's like just like drilling down the hole. It's like how much like fucking creep in his face.
Like,
he's like, found you. And I was like, what the fuck is this? But Speed Sound Sonic, yeah. When they first showed him off, I was like, I'm probably gonna like this guy. This guy's kind of dope.
No, he's
It's
a
like,
dick.
God, you're a cringe lord, and I hate you.
Yeah, he's so edgy and dark and mysterious, and he's the best in the world. And Saitama is literally just like, oh, hey, what's up?
Yeah, he's like, you're not that fast.
No.
Hilarious.
There's one thing that I'm going to spoil from season 2 for you.
That's fine.
It's with Speed of Sunset. He of course comes back and he finds Saitama and he's like, "Oh, I've got you this time. I've been training," and he perfects this move where it's like basically like a Naruto thing where he just goes so fast that he starts like cloning himself.
Oh my
And
God.
he's like, he's going all out and he's doing all of this crazy extravagant stuff. And then Saitama, he catches up to him and he starts phasing himself, and he's just like, I think he does a move. It's literally just like fast sideways jumps, and he's like just starts going like this, and just immediately like outdoes Speedo Sound Sound. He's like, oh, what?
Dude, I love that shit.
Dude, it's amazing. I fucking love it. Yeah, I think the last thing that really stuck out to me was just that ending battle between the boss, whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah, I forget
it. Just literally, like the guy just goes full fucking balls to the wall, like literally, like as crazy and as powerful as you could ever think of, and then it's just like a fucking dust off the shoulders for Saitama.
Boros.
Yeah, Boros. Yeah,
Boros is his name. Yeah. Well, Boros's forms were actually kind of cool though.
They were. He was awesome. I really did
enjoy him. Hits him so hard, it gives him a mouth.
Right.
He's like, wow! It just like opens a mouth. He's like, that kind of hurt. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
No, it's an excellent show. And yeah, I'm done with season 2. I've, done my best not to talk about it. But I'm just, quietly and patiently waiting for season 3. Please.
Well, I will be definitely. I think that. One minute. Yeah, okay. Crablante is the fucking crab guy's name. His name is Crablante.
Crablante. That's. I don't remember that at all, but
yeah, his name is Crablante. It's so stupid.
That guy's a dick. I'm glad he got his eyeball fucking ripped out through his fucking, or he got his whole body ripped out through his eye socket. Fuck that guy.
Fukiago and Marugori were the brothers.
Okay.
Those I'm just looking up their name. And then the mole people that I called mole people, they're called the Subterraneans. Yeah, those are the guys. Those are the guys who just get their ass beat by Saitama which is fucking hilarious. Then Carnage Kabuto is in the House of Evolution. And where all those like cyborg dudes, the animals are from.
Yeah, the House of Evolution. That's right.
Yeah, so that shit was. We didn't talk about Mosquito Girl.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Mosquito Girl. And the other one I was thinking of was the seaweed fucking person. The seaweed.
Oh
bitch.
yeah, in the fucking like ghost town, and like it doesn't show you how Saitama whoops that monster's ass.
No, it just shows him
Shows him
fucking
coming back.
cooking it. Just
Yeah.
cooking it.
And then he's like, Master, there's no like conclusive studies saying that'll make your hair grow. And he's like, shut up. He has like a box full of that thing's hair or its tentacles, whatever.
He just wants his hair back, man.
He trains. We forgot to say it. He trained so hard
That his
he
hair fell
lost
out.
his hair.
Mm-hmm. And he's 25 or something like that.
He's not. We didn't even talk about the Hammerhead gang.
Oh, that's right, the Hammerhead gang. I forgot about this because that's when you initially that's the episode where you meet Speedo Solid Sonic.
Yeah,
because he becomes the main villain
At
once
that
he realizes
point,
that everyone else is just a bunch of fucking twerps. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're okay, so he's the Hammerhead's the leader of the Paradisers. That's what it is. They didn't want to work. They just
didn't want to work anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Which
Paradisers.
Sounds a little familiar. I'm right.
So
I might join it
the only
too.
reason Saitama does anything is because they're all bald. He's like, that's gonna ruin my image. So he goes to fucking find them. And dude has a fucking what are those knives called? Shurikens?
Shuriken? Yeah.
Shuriken in the back. They gotta have a thick skull. He's just running away naked, pretty much.
I think it shows him later in that season, and he's going to work. Like he finally got a job.
Yeah,
He's just going to work.
Yeah. It's fucking. There's so much. That's how we missed a couple of this. There's just so much to unpack when it comes. This is season 1. We've talked.
This is only season 1.
This is an hour and 6 minutes. So like 40 minutes of the episode, season 1. Like we might have to do a season 2.
I'm okay with it.
I'm down for that. I'm down for. We'll do that. Well, not yet, but we will do that. Is there anything else when it comes to One Punch Man? Anything One Punch Man? I don't give a fuck. Anything One Punch Man that you wanted to talk about exclusively?
No. Just I want to see more. I just want to see the rest of the story. You know, I want to see how it unfolds. Like I want to see Saitama genuinely have a tough time in a fight. I want to start seeing that. I want to see all of these fucking big baddies come out of nowhere, and now he's actually being tested again.
Right.
That's when it's like gonna crank up because then it's like that, oh, he could actually maybe lose. Like this could, that's where it builds that tension a little bit.
Right, but even so, the way he's gonna go about it's like, oh, that kind of sucked.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great. It's gonna be like
it's gonna be incredible.
Like Thomas fucked, and it's just like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's like, you fucker, like just get hurt, man. It's great, man.
It is.
So has season 3 started yet, or is it in Japan, just not dubbed for English yet?
It's not out.
It's not out at all. Okay.
No. It's only season 2 at the moment.
Okay. Which again, back to season 1, season 2. I've heard season 1 is the superior season so far.
For me, like if I had to rate it, season 1 is an absolute 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And season 2 is like a 8.5.
That's fine.
It's still up there. It's just not quite as good.
Don't ever make this into a fucking live action film. Don't. Leave it alone.
That would be tough. That would be tough.
Just leave it the fuck alone.
Unless
I'll take.
Unless
let me hear it.
You get the actual Johnny Sins to play Saitama.
Yeah, but then I'm
on board.
But then I'll just see that dude's dick the entire time in my head. Like, God, I've seen that thing put to use. Like, I've seen that tool, man. I don't want to fucking think of Saitama banging. Like, I'm sure Saitama fucks, but I know what Johnny Sin's fucking packing. I got time for that.
Yeah,
he's also Johnny Sins. He don't got time. He's also He's a firefighter.
He's a doctor. He's a fucking nurse, a neurosurgeon. He's a fucking police officer. He's just got a repertoire of skills.
He might have time.
That's what I'm saying, man. He's the hero that we all need.
Not at my house. I don't want my fiance around Johnny Sins.
No, probably not.
rough gig on my end.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening in this episode?
Yeah. So back to the no live action, please.
Please leave
Um,
it alone. I'll
yeah.
take video games though all day.
Oh, yeah.
I think
That
there
could
are
be
One
fun.
Punch Man games, aren't there?
There's a couple of them. I think they're mainly like fighting games.
I
Which
want like a fucking RPG.
right. I would want an RPG set as you played
That'd be cool.
Genos.
With like
Because and then you can
like
call him
Saitama in
in.
the back. Just like, hey
Right,
man,
and you
I need
just
you to go
call
do
him
this.
in. Yeah, you just call him in as like your last ditch effort. He just comes in just
Which
dead.
is every boss. You're like doing fine, but you're still getting your ass beat, and it's just like, master. And it's like Saitama's like it's like that meme where the guy's just like it's just boom, it's done, you know?
Yeah.
Which for everyone who watches this video, you'll see the meme I just did. For everyone listening, it doesn't make sense. More games would be sweet though. Like I said, like I'd play those because there's some pretty cool like Dragon Ball Z games like Kakarot. Like I heard
Oh
that was a
yeah.
very cool game. And
And like the Xenoverse games and all of that. Yeah,
yeah,
those all look sweet.
yeah.
Um,
So
I could see that. It's just kind of hard to make the actual playable hero Saitama because then you're just overpowered and none of that game matters.
that
You
might be
just
like
walk around literally just beating everyone in a couple of hits, right?
so. What could be cool is yes, obviously it's very combat, right? The main game would just be you being Saitama, not like the side shit. It's just you fighting and killing things in one hit. But like the main game is just you trying to get to the store to get your groceries and like go into the Hero Association tests and all that. That would be fun. Or like trying to keep up so you can keep your rank because that's the other thing. Like if you're in
Yeah.
class B, you have or
Like
C,
or C and B if
you
you
have to
aren't
keep doing shit,
right.
or
Otherwise,
else you just get kicked out.
Yeah, you lose your rank and then you get kicked out.
Let's just kick Moomin Rider out. I'll take a
Do
Moomin Rider
not kick
game.
Rumen out of. You do not kick out Moomin Rider. Okay,
I'll take a Moomin Rider
He's a
game.
treasure. That would be sweet. Where you're just riding a bicycle and then you show up late to every single boss fight.
Yeah, that's funny. What? And they all have flip phones in season 1 too.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, just because they do.
Saitama answers the phone. Hello. Give the phone to the original owner, please.
Here's something. Okay, completely off topic, but flip phones made me think of this.
Yeah, they brought the
And-
Razor back.
No, I wasn't even going to talk about that. But
Oh, sorry.
that's cool. No,
Okay.
Here's a pet peeve that bothered me in Avengers: Infinity War. You have fucking Tony Stark, one of the richest and fucking most technologically advanced
Really,
people
Matt?
yeah, okay. He literally has a suit out of fucking nanotech, and then he fucking flies away off on a spaceship, and he drops his flip phone. Why does that man have a flip phone? He
He's a
has a
simple man.
nanotech suit.
He's a
Why does he
simple
have
man.
a flip phone?
He likes simple things.
No, he doesn't. Because he has extremely extravagant things. That's what I'm saying. Okay? I'm sorry. You brought that up and it just
Pissed me off. What's that from? Is like, you know what? It just really pissed me off. It's from some show.
I think it's from I don't even know if it's from a show. It's either from Trailer Park
No,
or
it's when Santa Claus comes. Meatwad gets the fucking mummy T-shirt. And he's like, Easter bunny, Easter bunny, Easter bunny. He's like, I want Santa. They like get Santa there, and Santa goes outside. There's just 2 giant Easter eggs, monsters dancing, and they just like shoot fire at Santa Claus. And so they just drag him inside, and he's just like sitting on like IV. He's like, I'm gonna put my foot up that little meatball's ass. And he's like, I'm sorry, I talk like that. He just really pissed me off. It's just, that's where that's from. This episode's everywhere.
yeah,
I think it's time to let-
that's what we always do. It's what we do.
So is there anything else One Punch Man that you want us to talk about, want to see, or anything before we sign off this episode?
No, I think I've already talked about it. I just want to see more of the story. I want to see how everything continues to unfold. Like I said, I've already seen season 2, so I'm not trying to like get into details, but I want to see how the series continues to evolve and how Saitama continues to climb through the ranks and stuff like that. And I just want to see. I just I want to see cool new villains that Saitama beats the fucking piss out of.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. So I will be again getting in season 2 this week. I don't know if we're gonna have to do a season 2 episode, so expect another One Punch Man episode, which I'm totally cool for. Yeah, I mean, with that being said, for me, all I want, I could use some One Punch video games, and I gotta watch season 2, so there's not much else I can say I want. So I'm gonna finish season 2. We'll get into that. With that being said, everybody, that is this week's Beyond episode. Yeah, that's it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all I got.
You know where to find me on Twitter, Instagram, flies.avi. Be sure to follow the WASD pages on Twitter and Instagram as well, please. We're still working on some things, like our YouTube page. We'll get that up soon, so you can see our faces.
You don't want to, trust me.
Check out What the Famicon, Loser Podcast, YOLOcast, Diggity. Yeah, that's it. I'm not doing a crazy amount of fucking pushes anymore. Trying to keep it light. When I get my Death Stranding box set, I'm gonna fucking show that off. I'm excited. And The Last of Us 2 is phenomenal so far. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm almost beating it, but it's great. That's it for me. That's it for me, everybody. Matt, take it away, please. Moomin Rider.
I am not Moomin Rider.
You would totally be fucking Moomin Rider. Started an argument on the way out the door.
I would not be Moomin Rider. Okay, I would be. I don't know who I would be, but it wouldn't be Moomin Rider. It'd be
Peanut
someone.
Butter Boy.
It would be someone even cooler.
That's fine. I'll give you that.
All right. Anyways, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, all at PBFreak42. That's it. I don't use social media that much. I probably should. But yeah, that's it for me. That's all I got.
I wanted to finish the episode by me trying to sing the outro to One Punch Man, but that would sound incredibly racist. So I'm not going to do that. So take it easy, everybody. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. One Punch! Hit it, boy. I hit it. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.